Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome.
welcome back to IdleTalk on the road. On the road, we're back in the streets.
On the road again.
I had to make some space
I can't
on my
wait to see
computer.
you back on the road
Oh,
again.
let's talk about Shrek 5, bro. Are we gonna bully them into fixing the animation style?
It's ugly, but I don't care now.
like Sonic. No, you
No,
don't
I
care.
don't care now.
Okay.
As long as it's written and animated as beautifully as Puss in Boots was, I don't give a
It
fuck
was that
what
was
it
a good
looked like.
movie. I
As
love
long
Puss
as
in Boots.
if it's animated as beautifully as that film was and written as good as that film was,
Mhm.
I am confident it will be good.
Perfect.
But yes, it is ugly. I will agree with y'all.
It is really ugly.
It is an
yeah.
ugly
But
design that they decided to go with.
do I care enough?
No.
That's the question.
I mean, the movie isn't for me.
The
I mean, it is,
internet-
but it isn't. You know.
The internet says we should bully them to fixing it, right?
Uh-huh.
But this is what I think. I think the internet's wrong. I think the only time that worked was Sonic because the internet genuinely came out everybody individually to bully the studio. It wasn't like, hey, we should get together
Yeah.
and bully them.
But not only that, I think the internet all agreed
that it needed to.
that it needed to be changed because
Like-
it didn't resemble the character that it was
based off of.
trying to emulate at all. At least with Shrek, you look at him, you're like, yeah, that's Shrek.
That is
He
Shrek.
just looks a little weird. He looks a little uncanny.
That's true.
Looks kind of AI, like an
Yep.
AI drew him.
They probably did, honestly.
You know what? Maybe.
That's probably not
maybe,
that
maybe,
far fetched
you know?
from the truth
You're right.
of what we're doing. Okay,
I'm
Fabrian.
excited for it. You know, it was my childhood. Love that.
Was it your childhood?
Yeah.
I feel like I only watched Shrek on DVDs.
What?
Yeah. I didn't go out into the theater to watch them.
No. I think 1 and 2 I went out to the theater and then I bought both of the Blu-ray DVDs. And
Both.
at the end of the second one specifically, I remember I used to watch that DVD so much. There was like this American Idol type shit where
Yeah,
you could
yeah, yeah.
vote for the character you wanted to win, and if you voted for Donkey, who was obviously the wrong choice, like he sang really bad. The guest person who was like
Yeah.
Simon Powell,
Yeah,
who
yeah,
did
yeah.
American Idol at the time.
Yeah.
He was like, no. He would literally be like, no to your choice. He'd be like, no, you can't pick him. So yes, I grew up with those films. I can't. That's why I think I was such a big, like, Puss in Boots fan.
That was a good movie though.
Because like as a kid, I think one of the first superhero things that I saw was like the Mask of Zorro,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like obsessed with Zorro as a kid.
And you were
then
like-
Puss in Boots showed up in Shrek
Like, that's
2,
Zorro. That's
and he hit me
Zorro.
with the P instead of the Z, and I was like,
You were like,
I
your
was-
tiny
my
brain.
my brain
you were just
exploded. I was like, "What? There's a reference I understand."
That is actually crazy.
And then I fell in love with the character. So, and that last movie was good. What was it? The Last Wish or whatever? Puss in
Yeah,
Boots:
yeah,
The Last
yeah,
Wish.
yeah,
That
yeah.
movie was. I don't know what they did because like the very first Puss in Boots, it was very like mid-ass.
But they had to.
Animated
They probably were just trying to gauge and see, is this character worth diving deeper into?
Yeah.
And what's the actor's name?
film. Antonio Banderas, who plays Zorro,
Yeah.
which is so
That's
cool.
actually so cool. The
Right?
fact
That,
like,
they got the guy who plays Zorro to play
He's
the
like, you know
parody of
what?
him in fucking Shrek. It was so cool when I
It-
found out, bro.
It's like certain roles just
And you
have
know,
to be that
plays
the same person.
he plays both the Spanish version of Boots, of
And the
Puss,
Eng-
and the English version.
and
So
the
he
English one?
yeah
Yeah,
he
that's
he
cool.
voices both of them instead of like usually they have to hire somebody else for
Yeah.
another like language. He doesn't have to,
Oh, that's good.
which is cool as hell.
That's actually really cool. We just saw that
Yes.
photo of Dogman in there,
Mhm.
and I want to tell you the story about. I took Malik to go watch Dogman.
Mhm.
So it was me, him, my friend Amberly, and then you know how in movies there's adults jokes like for
Yes.
made for
Yes,
adults,
yes,
and there's
yes.
kid jokes.
Mhm.
I was
That fly
like,
over the kids' heads, but the adults get it. Yeah.
but I was sitting next to Malik, and he was going crazy at all the kid jokes, and and there was a moment there, and I was like, wow, this is like fixing some part of his childhood.
it's correct.
This
Did you
is-
throw this out?
But yeah, I'd been dumped that.
Oh.
So this is if you've seen our March Madness episode, Fabrian, we did our tradition where we mix all
The
Franken juice, Frankenberry you called it last time, which
Frankenberry.
sounded so disgusting. But so yeah, I threw it that way because Fabrian actually, fun fact,
I threw up to that.
he's like, I threw up.
That one standing emoji meme, just standing. I threw
I
up.
threw up, and so
Yeah.
he was out for the count.
I think it's just from all the shit I've been eating, bro.
Bro, what happened?
I've just been eating like
I'm gonna keep
crazy.
sending you those Instagram reels of that guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but if you know, you know, you
Bro,
know. Everybody knows.
I like food, bro.
Bro, you gotta-
I like food.
I gotta
man.
show you that guy
And I had
every time.
I was drinking liquor last night, so that probably
That
also
probably-
wasn't.
you probably
a
had
good
to get
idea.
that out of your system.
Yeah.
But
Like a lot. I was drinking a lot last
In front of the
night.
huzz too. You threw
I
up
forg-
in LA. Everybody was watching you as you were
No,
running to the
I was in the
bathroom.
men's bed. No huzz was there.
Nah, on the way
Definitely
there.
the buzz. The
on
buzz saw me.
The buzz.
The muzz or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yo, I was
They saw
actually
me.
changing in there.
In the one I threw up in?
No. I walked past it and I could
You
smell,
could smell
it
it? You
from
could tell?
from like the breezing by it. I was like, ew.
It was bad, bro. I almost didn't make it. I almost did it. We're on a whole we're on a whole tangent. It's supposed to be about the film that we just watched.
You
And we're on a
went
whole
to the
tangent.
first stall you saw.
I had to.
I know,
Bro, I on everything I love. If that first stall was
Wasn't
taken,
open, you would-
I would have threw up all over the floor. Like it would have been everywhere, bro.
No way.
Yeah,
no
because it was
way.
bad. Like I was walking. Like when I put the bag down and I was like, you're like, we're not gonna stop here. I was like, dude, I don't have time. To where I was like, to go wherever you want me to go. I was like, this is an emergency. I feel like I need to throw up like right now. So I dropped everything and I was like, I don't care where you take my shit. Just take it somewhere. And I started walking. And I'm already speed walking. I'm like, I gotta go. Because if I don't make it, I'm gonna throw up. And as I'm speed walking, I throw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like it just like like it's so bad trying to describe it. But listen, I threw up in my mouth and like it was so much to the point where, like cheeks got big. You know what I'm saying? like cheek full of throw up. Like
that.
both cheeks. It was like
Alvin and the
it was like
Chipmunk.
I was walking. It was like that, and I was like, oh no. And then I had to, and I know people saw me. Full cheek, I had to swallow all of it, dog. And then I started walking faster because I'm like, oh my God, it's starting. Like, I gotta go. I started speed walking. Another time it happens. And I'm like, I'm closer now. And I had the same thing, swallow it. And then I got in the locker room. And then as I'm walking, I'm like, damn, why is the locker room all the way to the end? So by the time I walk in, again, I threw up. I swallowed it. And I was like, I know for a fact that's it. I don't have any more swallows in me. There's too much that needs to come up. I won't make it. So if there's no stalls open, I was cooked. So I was very lucky that the first stall I turned that
The
corner.
Lodi LA Fitness is
And then
not optimized for throw up.
I yacked everywhere.
Bro came back and dumb sad.
I felt so bad. I feel so bad for the people who has to clean it up. I yacked everywhere. Like
Was that after
I
I
got
gave you the Powerade?
I got most of it. That was after.
Damn, that's crazy.
That was after. Actually, it was during.
During the Powerade, you were drinking.
I was drinking the Powerade,
And you're like,
trying
"Oh."
to get the throw up to stop.
Damn.
You know, like
Yeah.
bringing something down so
Yeah,
something would come up. It wasn't working.
Damn.
But I got it in the toilet, but it was just so much that a lot of it got on the toilet.
Yeah, and you had to do the fucking.
I had to, yup. It was gross.
You know what's so funny?
And I know, like, the moment I got in that motherfucker, I didn't even close the door behind me. It was just, like, immediate, bro. And then I felt bad. Like, I know everyone in that bitch was just hearing me yak, bro. And then I had to walk out mad nonchalant. Like, I didn't just throw up everything I ate for the whole day and wash my hands like nothing happened.
I'm just a
It
chill
was
guy.
so bad, bro. I was like, damn, thank God nobody in this bitch knows me, bro.
Damn, it's a good thing we didn't go to that good LA.
Yeah.
We didn't go to that good LA Fitness. You were
It's
like,
okay, bro. Even if when we do go to this one, no one's gonna remember me. Like we go so far between to that specific one.
Imagine there's like a sign like, hey, if you're
Don't throw up in the toilet, please.
don't throw up behind the toilet. Please aim for the toilet.
I aimed for it, bro. I did.
You know what's so ironic about this is that
Earlier you said, "Do you gotta throw up?" And I was like, "I don't think so. I think I'm okay." But no, that was early. That was an early
super
sign.
early.
That was
That
my body
was,
telling
yeah.
me, "Get to a fucking
it was
toilet,
like
bro."
after we hit the quads.
And that's when I started feeling sick too.
And when we did quads.
No. Sorry, not quads. It was shoulders. Is when I started.
Oh.
Like I started getting burpy.
That happens.
Yeah, I started getting burpy, and then you were like, "Are you good?" And I was
Fun
like,
fact.
"Yeah, I'm good."
Fun fact: if you ever feel constipated, do shoulder press. I swear to God, there's something about that movement that I think pushes your stuff down
Yeah.
your stomach,
Uh-huh.
and then
Oh, we get some beautiful lighting now.
and then it comes back up. I swear to God.
Dang, who's that?
Who? That's fucking Slender
That sexy
Man.
motherfucker in the camera right there.
Oh, this,
Beautiful ass light. Let me see that.
bro. I thought you were putting.
I was talking about you. Okay, but go ahead.
So yeah, shoulder press. If you ever feel constipated, feel like you're about to throw up,
I mean-
hit that shit.
It definitely did it.
If it does, if
Because
it's
the
down
moment
there, it
we
does
finished
for-
those and we started walking to the next set, I was like, dude, I'm not gonna make it. Like the moment I got off that chair and we started like moving, I was like,
You were
yeah,
done.
nah,
You're
no way.
cooked. You're
Yeah, I was like, no
cooked.
way, no way, no way. I got so nauseous.
Bro, this is the second throw up story in like 4 episodes.
Hey, listen, that happens to me a
it
lot.
happens sometimes. It's
You know?
just the agenda that's going on in this universe today.
Mm.
Speaking about universes,
Yep.
today we watched Captain America: Brave, New World.
Mhm.
Fabrian,
Yes.
just kick us off, man. What did you think about?
Should I start off with like a rating or just start rambling?
Tell me about what you felt about the whole movie.
Okay.
Then give me a rating, and then let's take it from there.
Okay.
What'd you think?
Feelings. I think it was a good movie.
Okay.
I don't think it's bad.
Mhm.
I don't think it's one of the worst. I was seeing reviews. A lot of people were saying it's one of the worst movies in a while. Definitely not.
Definitely.
I love the story. I love the acting. One major plot point that I think that I could like be like, dude, what the fuck was the point of all of this? It was the fact that they made Ross the president just to then,
Take them out.
yeah,
Spoilers.
yes, spoiler, immediate.
For a movie 2 weeks
But
old.
like they made him president, did all that just to then be like, yes, like never mind.
They're like, we're good. They didn't even tell us who the new president was.
Yeah, nothing. It went nowhere. Like they made him that he got elected in this movie.
True. And he gave a nice speech. Together,
That's what I'm saying.
we will change
They
the
gave
world.
him all this shit, and
Us
then
against
to
the
immediately
world.
be like, "Psych, you're not the president no more, dog. Sorry."
They're like, you committed some crimes.
Which, by the way, I don't mean nothing. Donald Trump is president; he's a criminal.
That's true. That's true.
So, yeah, that's the one complaint I have. I would give that movie a 7.58 out of 10.
7.58
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
Where does the 0.58 come from?
Because I think it's.
Oh wait, you said 7.5/8
Or
out of
8.
10.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you meant exactly 7.58 out of 10. I was
No.
what the
Where'd you
fuck?
get the decimal?
That's what I,
Like, where did the values of the decimals come through?
That's what I literally thought.
No. 7.5
Or
slash or an 8.
Out of 10. I was
Yeah.
telling Christian this, so I agree with that rating.
Yeah.
But I was saying this feels like a good
In between
layup movie.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
It feels
yeah.
like it's good planting seeds. We saw what Bucky was doing.
Yeah,
We saw
spoiler,
the
yeah.
introduction of potentially is that the guy? Is that guy the new Falcon? That Tino
For
man?
sure, yeah. He literally calls himself the
Yeah,
Falcon.
I know,
like
but
6 times.
he can call himself the Falcon. It did not be true.
But it seemed like the Falcon
know.
gave him the blessing at the end of the film.
Yeah,
Like,
but, like-
just get better at not getting shot down, bro.
That's true. He
And
did do.
he
that.
literally invited him to the Avengers.
He
at the
did.
end.
He did.
So yes, he is the Falcon now. Hopefully he gets a better suit. His suit was ugly.
his suit was ass.
It's like Dookie Brown and
It was
Dookie Brown.
but it was because it's army. It's army
It is,
issue.
yeah, I guess you're
Army
right.
Issue, I think.
It was like Dookie Brown and like gray or some
Like
shit.
Taka.
It was so ugly.
That shit was trash. What's his name?
I like Sam's suit. Both of them. I like.
Yeah,
both
he had
of
a
his
black
suits.
and a white version. I
Yeah.
was like, day and
I like
night.
them.
Uh.
I love the technology that they added to Sam's suits.
The vibranium.
Yeah,
The cranium.
They're very. I didn't think how useful it would be to have a full.
Vibranium.
I mean, I guess it
wing,
isn't
you said?
full, like you said. It was just the wings and
Yeah.
the shield, but still.
Because you're like, how he got cut? It's vibranium. I'm like, I think it's just the wings, not vibranium.
I mean, if that's the case, they need to go rewatch the show because when they gifted it to him, the whole thing was made of vibranium.
Oh, my bad.
That's why I was freaked the
I
fuck out when it got
didn't
cut
know.
up. I was like, did he have an adamantium dagger?
I didn't know.
'Cause they
Dagger.
do-
He said dagger.
I did say dagger. In this movie, they do lore-wise say that it has the potential to be just as strong and resourceful as vibranium, or stronger. What would he say during his speech?
The animanium.
The
He said it's
adamantium.
better.
Better. So
and
in
he said,
this-
and it's not held by a something nation. He called them, it's like solo, something like that.
Well, yeah, because no one can get vibranium unless you get it from Wakanda or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
rob them.
Mhm. But he made it real clear. He's like, we're not like them. That felt kind of racially undertoned.
For sure. I
There
mean,
was a lot of
there's a lot of-
racially
yeah.
undertoned
But
things.
that whole film, you're supposed to make it. It's supposed to like.
Us against them.
It's tilting the line of like, oh, I kind of agree with what he's saying, but he's also like a shitty president because of a shit like that. Like you can clearly that there's a lot of racial undertones, and then immediately he's like, if one person can have it, America.
Yeah.
He swaps to that redneck shit immediately, and I'm like, okay.
That was cool though.
I
He was
get
like,
it.
I was a wartime general. I'm a wartime president. I don't know if I heard that. I would feel patriotic.
For a week.
I would feel patriotic.
For a week.
Well,
They got his ass out the office so fast.
but
bro.
hey, he was fighting in the war in the forefront,
Yeah,
which
true.
was cool because the Japanese prime minister was like at his
Testing
house.
his gangster,
He
bro.
was at his house. He was like, "Yeah, I thought so." Click,
Testing his gangster.
and he turned gangster.
He did for sure. That's
Eventually.
what I'm saying.
What'd you rate the acting?
Acting is good. I think every person who's in the film. I think I had some like precautions for the guy who plays Joaquin Phoenix, but he was good. I
It was good.
because as annoying as that type of character can
is.
be,
Yeah.
I think he nailed it. I think his banter with Isaiah Bradley was very good. Like the old man, young generation type banter was really good. His excitement of being a superhero, that heart to heart that they had at the end of the fact that he looked up to the Falcon because he was the only regular dude besides Hawkeye. Always
Which
disrespect. They always
Nobody
disrespected my
be
guy,
talking
bro.
about Hawkeye.
They
But
be-
Ant Man, shout out to my
That's
king
what I'm saying.
Ant
Like,
Man.
why they
yo.
be disrespecting Hawkeye like crazy?
Fuck Hawkeye.
No, what?
Fuck Hawkeye.
No, he's cool.
He's the worst.
No,
He's literally the worst.
he's cool as
Bro
shit.
got sad. People got killed, and he started killing more people instead of being like Cap and be like, "Hey man, everything's gonna be all
Hawkeye.
right. Okay, you're gonna be cool."
Yeah, I liked every.
I like Hawkeye's
like
daughter better. If I'm being like honest.
his daughter. You mean
Or is that who is that?
the
to
girl
him?
in Hawkeye?
Yeah. Is that
no,
not
that's
his
just
daughter?
someone he's training to be
Oh.
the next Hawkeye. Yeah, she's good.
She's
I
really
like
good.
her. I like her
her.
interactions with the new Black Widow.
Who's the new Black Widow? Florence Pugh.
Yeah, Florence Pugh.
Is she
You-
actually
you
the
kn-
Black Widow? Oh,
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, since the other one died, she's been.
Oh, so she like self claimed.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Since
thought
the other
there
one's
was like a
been dead.
ceremony, like, hey, you're.
Well, technically,
Well, like
they're-
you know how Sam Wilson was like, hey, you're the new Captain America.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
All right, guys, I'm Captain America.
that's more of a title passing. But no, I think they're all considered Black Widows if they were trained under the Black Widow program.
Speaking
like
of
that
Black
other
Widows, Yeah, we had
She's
we had
technically a
we
Black
had a
Widow.
widow. We had
Yeah,
a
we had
widow
a widow.
in this movie.
lady, which, by the way, she is not a widow in the comic books. She's
Oh.
just an Israeli superhero,
Oh.
which is very like I went back to read those books
Uh-huh.
because I saw that she was gonna be in.
Yeah.
Damn.
She's ugly.
No, damn, is it racist? Like
Oh.
the Marvel wrote
Some racist ass
some
shit
racist shit back
in
then.
the day.
Like she was so about murdering Palestinians back then.
Damn.
That was her whole character, bro.
Why would they put her in this movie?
Well, I don't know. That I thought for sure, like once people started complaining, once they figured out that it was gonna be Ruth Sev, whatever the fuck her name was, which who is superhero in the comic, is the Israeli superhero in the comic. She literally wears their flag on her shirt.
Jesus Christ.
Is
Is that why her shirt was blue?
yes, that is why her shirt was blue. Yes, that instead of like the
even
typical
worse.
black and red.
That's crazy.
In the comic book, she wears a white and blue suit. So I forget the name of the character.
Can we
but-
talk about their introduction real quick?
Mm.
Like, he's like, "Oh, can you look up this person for me?" And then he's like, "Yeah, she was born in Israel." Like, why did you
Yeah.
have to just say that? Like, why was that so crucial? Because it didn't lead nowhere in the movie. Like, it didn't
You're
go
right.
nowhere.
Wait, I know why.
Is it because
She had a bigger story before the rewrites.
good? That brings me to my next
Yeah.
point. You could have
Yeah,
just
yeah.
cut that out too, because there was a lot of scenes after rewatching it. I told Christian, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I saw it the first time. I was like, some of the dialogue just felt like, Anthony Mackie was just in his closet re-recording lines.
What is AERG or something, like when they over record their lines? Yeah. I know what
Because
you're
there's
talking
some stuff that
about. It
like,
does sound kind of off.
he's talking to the
The lady, yeah.
No, he's talking to the guy in the jail. What's his name? The
Duggery guy?
the super soldier, the old super
Oh,
soldier.
Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah, he's talking to Isaiah Bradley, and then there's a lot of scenes where just focusing on his face crying. He's like, and then Anthony Mackie's talking to him, but like it sounds so stiff. Like it's just like he's like, "Don't worry,
I'll help.
I'm gonna help.
got you out."
Yeah, and then he's like, "Don't help
It's
me."
probably from. You might be right. It might be
It
reshoots.
seems like that
Because
where
they
just-
did have to originally the guy who John Carlos Esposito
Yeah.
played,
Uh-huh.
which by the way I can't stand that dude now.
Really. You think he's in too much projects, right?
Not that he gets too much projects. He made this role seem like it was way bigger than what the fuck it was. When he announced that he was in the MCU and he's gonna play a big ass villain and this, I started being like,
You started
okay,
getting hype?
yeah. I was like, what the? This is such a good actor. Who the fuck? They made him play Sidewinder.
Bro, but what if, like I said, it's like a layup movie? You know, what
Or
if-
like we'll see him
like,
more later.
'cause
Yeah,
he's gonna-
probably.
He
Yeah.
got sent to a jail that he wanted to.
Yeah.
He said he was
He
gonna
said he's gonna break
escape.
out. Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I think it's like laying good seeds.
But like
you know?
that character, he could have been a better character because that character was originally for Seth Rollins of the WWE.
Oh yeah.
And they gave it away.
Why?
Who knows why? That because they want to use that character later down the line. They wanted a bigger artist or sorry actor, but I feel like Seth Rollins could have done that.
He could've
That
done
whatever
that.
the fuck that was
He
wasn't
could've done
even that.
exactly that.
What the Spanish? Can he not
Yeah.
speak Spanish? Is that what it was?
Oh well, he spoke Spanish flawlessly actually. Juan is.
Yeah, Esposito, but he's not even Spanish.
No, but
He's
name-
Italian.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
He's brown.
he is. He's a brown
Do
Italian.
they fuck with him over there?
I think so. Yeah,
Well, you know, they could
mean,
be
I wouldn't
kind of,
know- I wouldn't
they
know.
could be kind of crazy over
I'm
there.
not
too.
Italian.
Um,
But yeah, I don't. So they, because originally that one character, the Black Widow, was supposed to have a larger role. People found out who she was, and because of all the stuff that was happening during the Israel versus Palestine thing,
yeah, which is still going on. By the way.
Disney came back and then rewrote a lot of her stuff out.
Good, as
So,
they should. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't need that in our cinema.
And then what else? Did Seth Rollins change so that he was supposed to be the leader of the Serpent Society? They were supposed to have a much bigger role. You were supposed to see all the other people in the Serpent Society because in the book, in the comic books, it is like a big like villain group that like have like snake themed names and powers basically.
Yeah.
And they're like a Captain America villain group. So
But no, we got Hulk villains.
yeah, I don't know why they keep doing that. They keep giving out Hulk villains to everyone else but the Hulk.
That's true.
But
It's like giving like Batman villains to like Arrow and to like Flash.
Yeah, that's what they were
It's
doing
like,
in the
what's-
CW.
what's
Like, what are we
going
doing?
on?
Yeah,
So Marvel's like, why are you doing that too?
I think it's because they don't have all the rights for the Hulk yet, but they have all the rights for everything else. So they just keep using everything else around him, but they won't use him. And that's what pisses me off about his character is that like Red Hulk was made so well in this movie. Like,
CGI
oh
was
my
fire.
god.
It was
It was so good to see a Hulk again that's like actually scary.
You got jump scared. That was actually
Yeah,
funny.
that's but that's Hulk in the comic books is supposed to be scary, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yes, later down the line he learns to control it and it's more versatile, but like he never loses his powers. Even when he is smart Hulk, he's just
chilling.
in control.
Yeah. He just like
But to completely like neuter him and make him get bopped by everyone he fights in like all his
even
films.
She-Hulk.
Yeah, even She-Hulk was stronger than him in
She-Hulk
her
was
film
bopping
and
him.
in her show.
Nobody
And even
really respects the
I
Hulk.
think She-Hulk destroyed a lot of that character for me because it wrote him into being a joke, even though yes, She-Hulk is supposed to be a joke, and a lot of the stuff that she is in is supposed to be
Yeah.
like fourth breaking. But then
Like,
to
she's
add
supposed to be
him,
like a C tier character, right?
But
She's
to
not
add
supposed
him
to-
in and then poke fun at him and keep doing that to that character, I was like, damn, come on, guys.
You know what I think? I think it's Mark
'Cause now the leader-
Mark Ruffalo's fault. He doesn't give me like Hulk energy.
You think he can't star in a Hulk film and like do
No,
it himself?
no,
Is that what it is?
not at all.
Maybe it might
Because
be.
he was just in Mickey 17 and he did
He
the
didn't do-
most perfect Donald Trump impression,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't see Donald Trump being the Hulk. So which was
I don't know.
he was good in that movie. He was good in that movie.
I think he's a good Hulk. I liked him in
he-
Ragnarok.
But
I
he's
liked him in
fat
the first
as fuck
Avengers.
now. He was really out of shape in Mickey 17,
Yeah.
which I guess was for the role, but he wasn't
Mm.
like obese or anything. But I'm like, yeah, you're not giving superhero anymore. Like you're giving like you're like a cool dad.
Yeah.
You're like a fun uncle or something.
But even the Hulk doesn't even like the Hulk was getting his ass beat by what like everybody in Wakanda,
damn, was he?
wasn't he?
don't
Oh no
know.
he was wearing a suit then.
Oh
'Cause he
yeah,
was
yeah.
so- he got his ass beat by
he was being-
Thanos so
yeah,
bad.
Yeah. He was in. I thought.
Like,
I thought,
imagine
I
the-
thought you meant the Wakandans were fucking him up for no reason.
No
I
like
was
the little like alien thingies that were.
Oh yeah.
that
He was
dropped
getting
out.
mollywopped.
Because I feel like even Red Hulk, if he got his hands,
on our current Hulk, he would
Yeah.
shot him.
Yeah.
for sure.
and that's sad.
And
I
he-
mean, it's not
and
because
he
in the
would-
comic books they are kind of rivals, but
Yeah.
still, bro.
He would beat the shit out of him worse than Thanos did, because Thanos was like at least like he's like, all right, I'm done fucking with you. Like you're defeated.
And he not only did Thanos whip his ass, he whipped his ass so bad he was afraid to be the Hulk for years.
That's true. For at least 5.
That's not the Hulk.
Hulk was like, fuck, you fucked me up.
Which is a cool storyline, and I thought they were gonna go somewhere and resolve it in that film. Like,
You
oh, they
thought-
did get back together when he needed him. They went nowhere. They just made it. They bitched him.
Nah,
and they bitched him in Endgame
And-
too.
and
What
they
the fuck
bitch-
did they
they
do with
bitched him in
Endgame?
She-Hulk. You know what I
Yep.
wish would have happened? I wish She-Hulk would have never happened. She-Hulk. I wish the show would have been the same. I wish it just didn't do
Didn't call it.
Bruce
Yeah.
Banner like that.
Yeah,
But I feel
I
like
agree.
if we would have just like 5 years have passed, and then something pisses off the Hulk, and the Hulk
And it
comes
reverts
back.
back?
Like, you know how in Marvel Rivals, his ult, he gets a bigger.
Like the monster form, yeah, when he has
I
OD
wish it
gamma?
would just
Yeah.
like pow, like immediately. That's the Hulk, and then now
Yeah.
you gotta fucking figure that out. Like what the fuck,
Mm.
you know?
I don't know what they're gonna do with that character, bro. I feel like with the MCU, it's so fucked with that character.
Yeah.
They've used all of his good villains for everything else. They made his
And they're resolved too. It's not like they're
Yeah.
out
like
away.
even
Like,
Abomination, who's one of his most well-known villains, became a pacifist and was in She-Hulk and was used as a joke.
Yeah, he was a joke too. Mm-hmm.
And Red Hulk is now in prison.
And what happened to Hulk's son?
Well, he's in She-Hulk at the end.
Yeah, I know.
Where
But
is he?
what happened to where
Yeah.
did that go?
And second, there should be 1,000 She-Hulks and Hulks running around because they have all of his blood.
They do.
Because of unless nothing in She-Hulk is canon, so I don't know.
Oh, nothing like at all.
I don't know if they included it or not. But back to this film, Red Hulk was great. I loved
Yeah,
him.
he was
I think
designed
I think Han Solo did good in the MCU.
Harrison Ford.
But
But what did I tell you during the movie? I'm like, why does he cook in everything except Star Wars?
I think it was good in the original.
He be
Star Wars.
trying. No, but he got Star Wars fatigue. He wanted to die in every.
Yeah,
like
it was
episode 4,
annoying that every time you would see him, he was just
I wanna
annoyed
die.
that he was
Like,
there.
Yeah, fuck, I be fucking.
Yeah.
But
It's
then
like, why did you take the role then, dog?
Bro.
Just stay out of it.
and then he fucking it was awesome as
Thaddeus Ross.
Thaddeus Ross, and he was
was.
recasted as
Yeah.
him too. That wasn't
Which,
even
by
his
the way,
original
I think
role.
the other guy would have did better.
Isn't he dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Rest in peace to the king.
So you
But-
get what you get, favorite.
But that's my issue is that if they were gonna hire somebody else, why hire someone who's so old and geriatric? As much as I
Yes.
love Harrison Ford and Han Solo, when he deformed,
Yeah,
he was
and
just standing there. I was like,
yeah.
that man looks like he's dying.
He looked like he probably is dying. He probably is dying.
Which isn't because now what if he dies? They're gonna recast
Cast
the
him.
Red Hulk. Do you understand how big of a character that is for the Hulk franchise?
Well, look. So when
to
he
then
was,
just be like, oh, it's just
these are my shoulders, right? When bro was standing straight up, his shit was like.
yeah. He looked like a hunchback. It looked so bad. I was like, that man does not have long with us, bro. He's balding like you said.
He was balding, but every president bald. So I think that was on purpose. I'm
Like I get they wanted to show like, oh, Thaddeus Ross is supposed to be an older man.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
but
But that's geriatric old. Like
Yeah.
that's too old, bro.
I mean they started.
Like if you're supposed to believe that this man later down the line is supposed to be like a superhero on teams
yeah.
and like fighting on the front, like yes, the Hulk gives him all that, but when he comes down, you just push him over.
Maybe
He's gonna die.
You know how sometimes Hulk takes over Banner, doesn't let Banner out. Maybe,
Yeah, that doesn't happen
they'll-
with Red Hulk.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
At least in the comic books, it doesn't
Maybe
happen. Like,
they could do that.
when he was losing control, I was like, okay, it makes sense because it's his first transformation. But at least in the comic books, after his first transformation, he's very cognitive. That's what's great about the Red Hulk is that he has the military like smartness of a
discipline.
general,
Yeah,
while
yeah.
also being as strong as the Hulk.
Oh.
And as he gets angrier, yes, he gets stronger, but not as strong as the Hulk. But he gets hot, like he generates
Like he
heat.
burns.
He could get as hot as like a
The
sun,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
If you get him angry enough.
Yeah.
And that's what's good about it. So I don't know what they're gonna do with his character down the line. They shouldn't have casted Harris. I'm sorry. He did good though. He did good.
He was
He
cooking.
did good.
He
I'm
was
not gonna
cooking
front. He did
as
good.
human Thaddeus
Yes,
Ross.
he did good. But
And then the CGI
if
obviously
if-
took over for Red Hulk.
it's good.
How did you feel about?
I think it's better than the Hulk CGI that we've been seeing a lot.
about Sam Wilson being like, "This is not you, tear it back."
I mean, how else would he have defeated the Hulk? Be honest.
That was one of the biggest critiques that the internet had.
But I feel like
that
they
last
addressed
scene.
it 3 to 4 times. Every time that they brought up the super, I was like, yeah, take it, bro. You're about to fight the Hulk.
Yeah.
And then even when he was fighting the Hulk, he's like, I should have taken the fucking
He's
serum.
like, Bucky's a fucking liar.
Which is, I
Fucking
think if
speechwriter.
you're if you're poking fun at yourself like that, yeah, do it.
Fantastic.
Right?
Yep.
And not only did they poke fun at themselves for that, they also made it a character-driven reason, right? It's the fact that when he said when he was talking to Bucky says like, as much as everyone looked at Steve and inspired to be like him, no one could, right? He's
Super
genetic,
soldier.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could never be Steve Rogers,
But
right?
you could be Sam Wilson.
Exactly, and that's
Ooh.
and then not only did when Bucky say that to him, he's like, you're something that everyone looks up to and they can aspire to be. You are the perfect man, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
without any enhancement, without anything.
You're
It's
the common man.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
it's then justified because Joaquin later down the line says that. He says,
Says
I
the
looked up
same
to you.
exact
Yeah,
thing.
I looked up to you. You were the only one on the team that it was just I'm flying and I'm shooting.
Pow, pow.
While everyone else had powers, right? And
Why
that's
does nobody
what
look
inspired
up?
him.
Oh wait, Black Widow. She's not a regular human, right?
I mean, yeah.
She kind of is. She
That's
just
why I
be-
said they
she be-
disrespected her and
she be,
Hawkeye.
She be pulling up to fucking alien
She's
invasions.
assassins.
Glock 19. Bow, 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 bow. She's like boom, boom, boom.
Hey, Smith and Wesson at work, bro. Smith and Wesson.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Where do you foresee?
What are we doing with the adamantium now? 'Cause
Great question.
They did involve Japan a lot, which I thought they were going somewhere with that because in the comic books there is a Japanese
Super
doctor who takes adamantium and makes Lady Deathstrike and all these other people after Wolverine, after Canada gets it for Wolverine's Project X thing. So
Oh wait. So Canada made Wolverine?
well, yeah and no.
Oh okay.
He was kept
In Canada.
Yeah, it's the whole. It's a project system. So Project 1 was Captain America, the super soldier. Project 2 is technically Bruce Banner.
Okay.
It was them trying to remake it with Gamma.
Okay.
And it keeps going until Project X, which is 10, which is Wolverine.
Oh.
And that's when they try to make, which in the comic books, adamantium is not stronger than vibranium.
What do you think they're just lying about it being stronger?
I don't know. In the comic books, they have their own things. Like
They have their own pros and cons.
Correct.
So if you want to use something for one specific situation, this you want to use. Another situation you maybe want to use vibranium or
because back then in the comic books, it was vibranium was lighter and it could repel things.
like we saw.
Yeah, but not
Multiple
not like the MCU repel. It's like just energy.
It just bounces off.
Yeah, like that kinetic booms and stuff. That MCU made that up, but since then it's been added to the comic books. So now it is a thing that vibranium does.
Yeah.
And then vibranium was just the sharpest metal, and it was the dentist metal. Like you couldn't get through it basically, even with something.
Yeah. Even with vibranium itself.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
But one or the other was never stronger. Like they were both viable metals, and a lot of people used to mix.
They
them
were both the strongest
in
metals.
the universe. And Uru metal, which is like what Thor's hammer and like stuff is made from,
and his like axe thing.
Yeah, his like hammer.
Well, no, he has a hammer and he has like an axe.
Or stone. Yeah, I guess.
Stonebreaker?
Yeah, you're talking about Stonebreaker.
Right.
Yeah.
And we saw that in Endgame.
Yes.
Or Infinity War. I think that was the movie where he came back.
I like that we got to see Cap be Cap. Let that man. Oh my God! Just let him be Captain America.
Let
He's
him
good.
cook.
He's good.
I thought they were gonna not make him Captain America at the end for some reason.
Oh, like take away the title, give it to. That would have thrown me off a cliff, bro. If we only got one movie as that man, as Captain America after years of teasing it, I would have been tight.
How do you think Tom Holland is feeling?
I think Tom Holland will be alright.
You think he's hating?
No.
Anthony Mackie was hating from the side for a long time.
I think Spider-Man films are written
time.
better.
True.
I think Spider-Man films are filmed better. And I think they have better action.
They do.
Because my 2 points were from action.
Yeah.
As an MCU film, I don't know if it was COVID.
I think it was just they probably tried to move it.
You guys hired different stunt coordinators.
I think it's that.
Understand.
I think it's the stunt coordinators. I think it's the like cameras involved. I think because a lot of the action wasn't like low lighting.
Yeah.
And so I can see why practically some stuff didn't look good.
Yeah.
Like when I told you like some of this sounds off like the dialogue was because like we work on the podcast and I could hear like differences in audio where we shoot when we use different microphones. So I'm like, that's a recast. Somebody is either he's in the boost. He's in the booth, just like talking
Boosting
lines.
all his audio,
He's talking his lines, and then just patching it over like super easy. Or like they called him like, hey, can you say these lines into a microphone and then send it back to us? And then they're trying to clean it up or whatever. Because some parts just sounded too different. Like from like literally the line before to the next line was like different, and I was like, it threw me off the first time, and it kind of confirmed it for me the second time watching it today. I was like, oh. There were some parts. Yeah. There were definitely some parts where you can tell. You can notice it, but there were some parts that I feel like I couldn't guarantee they were like reshots or re-voiced over, but there were some, like especially when he's talking to the other Captain America, whoever that guy is. What's his name again? The older
Isaiah
guy.
Bradley.
What was he, a captain? He was a Captain America?
He was the very first Captain America.
So shout out to him.
He was the test he was part of the test subjects before they gave Steve the
Oh,
so all the test subjects that didn't work or died, he was part of the batch, and because it worked on him, they're like, oh,
no, he can't be the first Captain America
because he was black.
He's fucking black. All we gotta do.
So they imprisoned him. Yeah,
that's fucked up.
And then they were like, but the serum worked because it worked on him.
We did it.
Go get a white guy. Somebody bring me a white guy.
Get that boy from the farm.
Somebody go get me a white guy so we can put it on him.
Get us a white man now.
But yeah, like so yeah, the like store code it was stiff, bro. Like I've seen him in other stuff, like even in Civil
In
War,
his own show too.
in his own show, and other Marvel movies where a lot of his choreographed stunts are cool as shit. But the way he's moving or the way it's like,
Sometimes the shield felt off,
yeah,
right? In the arm.
it
Yeah.
felt like he like. At least when he was throwing it in his show or when Cap threw it, like you feel it, like you feel like it's real. But then for this, it would like he'd throw it and then it would do unnatural shit and he'd catch it and then it would be like stiff as shit again and you'd be like, I feel like that wasn't really the momentum of when he was throwing it.
Yeah.
Like there'd be times where he'd kick it and it'd like bounce against 3 people and he'd catch it and it'd be like no momentum. He'd just catch it like it was like nothing. Like he didn't just bounce it across the room like it shouldn't have like 50 degrees
G-force.
miles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he should catch it, hit one of these or something. Like there'd be times he'd catch it and he'd be like.
That's true.
And he put it down.
He's like, all right. Sing.
Exactly. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but still, bro, like
But-
make it look cool.
I don't think it was his fault. I think
No, I think it's
because-
stunt coordinators.
No,
yeah.
no, no. It's
Because
the
even
effects. It's the effects
no, because
afterwards.
even the Thunderbolts
Fabrian,
trailer
it's the effect
had
afterwards,
better.
bro. Because there's a blooper where literally everything is CGI when it came to Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. Right? Iron Man is CGI. Thor's they threw a rubber hammer at him to catch for that. You know that
Yeah.
iconic pose.
Yeah.
And then Cap's shield was CGI. I'm thinking it's just bad CGI editing that makes it look bad.
I'm talking. Yeah, you're not wrong about the shield getting thrown. I'm talking about when he swings and kicks and punches
That's what I'm
and throws
saying.
people. No, that's not CGI.
I
That's
don't
just,
think they're
that's
using
just-
practical
That's
shields.
just either it's him doing his own stunts and he's not fluid enough for his own body. Like he doesn't seem like he knows how to work his own big ass body no
Bro,
more.
I think it's just bad editing.
Or they gotta hire another.
Or
stunt
maybe
man.
it's both. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's like, all right, he's not moving good. All right, let's try to fix it in post. That's
That's what
my
I'm
favorite
saying.
line.
That's
My favorite-
probably what it is.
Let's fix it in post, and like, damn, we can't fix it in post. Fuck. But we can't reshoot.
And
We
he
shot
he
a
probably
million
was
times.
like, nah, I want to do all my stunts. Like this is probably my first Captain America movie. I want to be able to like,
Say I did my stunts.
yeah. And
Do we even
listen,
know if he did his stunts?
I don't know, but it looked like he did, and it didn't look like it was good.
Damn. Tom Holland doesn't stunts.
Like he'd do such cool moves, like he'd do like a spin kick, but it just seemed like his body wasn't
Spinning?
Like, yeah, it looked like it was just on wire work. Like the wires were
Oh,
spinning
like
him. Like
spinning
his
him?
body wasn't
Yeah.
athletic enough to do it.
But he looks like an athletic guy.
But he looks like a big dude, like who could barely move, like scratch their back type big dudes.
like the guy from Reacher.
yeah, no, but Reacher moves.
Yeah, he do be moving.
You see the stunts on his team, you be like, oh, that man fucking
Alright,
athletic, bro.
Either he's athletic or his stunt team is super.
But that's what I'm
athletic.
saying. Either it's the stunt team or it's him. Either whoever they put in there to do Cap's stunts or Anthony Mackie himself who did his own stunts,
Do better.
they had to do better.
have to do
They got to do better because if Thunderbolts' trailer, the action in that looks cooler or more like cohesive. As a fighter myself, bro, I cannot watch a fight and not immediately critique it. And then be like, that doesn't look real.
How was the opening fight for you? How did you like
Which
that?
one?
The opening one. When he goes to Mexico, and
And he like drops
that's
down.
literally the only fight that happens in the
Like
opening.
I said, there's so many cool moves, but the fluidity of the way he's moving.
Even from the beginning.
Yeah,
you were
from the
like,
jump, I was like,
oh.
oh, why is he
Like-
moving so stiff?
I thought it would look cool,
It does look cool. Like, trust me, he does a lot of cool stunts.
but it doesn't make sense.
Not that it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't look like he's doing them.
Oh, okay. You're like,
Yeah, like he'll pick somebody up, flip him, and do all this athletic shit, and I'm like, it don't look like you did that.
so you're on the same wavelength.
Like he'll pick somebody up,
and then throw him.
and then you'll be like, that was all wire, bro.
Oh,
like, there's no
like when
way.
he picks up somebody by his foot and the body goes up first.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
but I didn't care
Or
enough
he'll
to
like,
critique it.
there'll be times where he'll go and kick somebody, and his leg won't even reach their face, but he'll take it like it's a face kick.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Like
dog.
WWE?
Yeah, and I'm like, dog. There's no way the stunt coordinator like was okay with all of these badass stunts.
They
bro.
probably thought because the camera moved fast enough.
It was,
it
yeah.
would've
That's what
been
I'm
a
saying.
catch.
If it moves fast enough and you're not paying attention, it looks cool. Like
There
it
was
looks,
only one
like there are
slow motion
times where like
scene.
I was like, if I critique it, I'm not gonna like it, bro. I gotta turn my brain off and just watch the fight scene. Cause like even the Sidewinder versus him fight, that's the coolest fight. Cause they were like really in there throwing knives and shit.
Oh my
And even that was so stiff. 'cause
When
it was
he
just,
did the roll.
Yeah.
And
It's just two grown men who can't move their bodies trying to fight each other. That's what it looked like.
When
The
he did
only
the-
time
the
that I was
drop
like,
kick.
yeah. And I was like, that wasn't him. That was another motherfucker who did a drop
that
kick.
was a rope.
Because that shit looked beautiful. The amount of impact and force that man hit that car, I was like,
Yeah.
beautiful. That's
That was
stunt
awesome.
work, bro.
That was awesome.
But everything else, like even them going around the car, I was like, what is this loop-de-loop, ring around the rosy ass shit, bro?
That was ring around the
Like,
rosy
what the
shit.
And I'm like, you telling me Seth Rollins couldn't do this? He probably would have done better. He's
He
more
probably
athletic
would've
than
flipped
fucking
over
John
the
Cardo.
Well, maybe
Esposito, bro.
maybe he was too athletic. Maybe
It
maybe
made him
maybe
look
Anthony
Captain
Mackie
America
looked bad. Oh, what?
Maybe that's why they fired him.
Maybe that's why they did that.
But yeah, bro, they was rolling around the car and like, bang! He'd go like it looked like he didn't even know how to use a gun, which got me mad. As someone who's supposed to be like the master of a criminal, he was like,
The Rick Grimes pose.
yeah, he was like, and he was like walking around the car. I'm like, dude, if anyone who knows how to use a gun would not follow you around the car with a gun, just back up. You have a gun.
Well, he wanted proof of death, bro.
But he's supposed to be a good. I'm not gonna critique it. I'm
That's
not
so
doing
funny.
it.
The
Because
way you're
if I
critiquing
do
it is the way I critique the sound. I was like,
because if I start doing it, it's gonna get me mad, bro.
and then your rating is gonna go to like.
It's gonna go 6, yeah.
yeah.
But everything that's just the only issue I had. It's just starting choreography. You as a Marvel film, as comic books, you need to be that has to be on point, bro.
I
If
will
nothing
say,
else, nobody comes to this film to sit there and hear about your bullshit story that you've been trying to craft for years, and none of it makes sense anyway. Half the time,
that's true.
you got to make the shit that people are looking at visually, like, amazing.
I feel like you got to make the main people's movies great.
Yeah.
Captain America, whether it be fucking what's his name,
Sam, Bucky,
Chris Evans,
or Chris
whether
Evans,
it be
Steve,
Anthony
whoever it
Mackie,
is.
whether it be somebody else. Like you gotta that's Captain America.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta make that movie good. You gotta
Like,
make it look good,
and not
sound
only-
good, feel good.
Yes, bro. And it
Like-
sucks more because, like, I really want to see him succeed as Cap. But then you see Bucky, who was supposed to also be a contender of being Cap, and you see him in his own trailer in Thunderbolts, and you're like,
Popping
nah,
off.
that man
Yeah,
is
he's going
sick,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, what?
So you think Thunderbolts is after this Captain America movie?
I think it's happening during, because he's a congressman, and that's how he is.
Oh,
and that's how he
is
makes it in the at least in the trailer. I don't know.
I didn't watch. I didn't
Watch,
pay
dude,
attention to.
go
the Thunderbolts
watch
trailer.
the trailer.
No, I seen the action thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Florence Pugh's in it.
and
and
even
again,
she's dude as
she's
two
so
Black
good.
Widows.
She's
She's
so good.
clearly the better one.
She's so good. She's so good.
Whoever they hired for to be like, she's good, but like she
What if it's
wasn't
her?
doing what Black Widows is be doing.
The girl in this movie, right?
I was waiting for a spin kick, a flip kick.
No, she
something.
ran. She ran on the wall. She did like a wall run and then spiked her toe into somebody's head. She did like that was pretty cool.
It was
She violated the fuck out of him. Like
Maybe.
she didn't have to do that.
okay.
Because you could tell Cap and Falcon were like, they can't help themselves, so don't fuck them up. And then she was like, run wall, spike my toe into the top soft part of his head. She
I
did
know.
do that in the hallway, but her
You know what?
only-
I want them to meet. I want both of the Black Widows to meet. Let them duke it out.
That's true. They both don't have uterus, sis.
I mean, yeah, technically,
Technically.
and all of them though.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just learned that the other day.
Did you not watch the Black Widow
I
movie?
watched a TikTok video of Florence Pugh and the girl from Hawkeye talking.
Yeah.
It was a montage, and then it became an edit, and then it became another montage.
You should watch Hawkeye because she's good in that too.
But isn't that
Which,
Christmas
by the
show?
way, I'm watching Daredevil that just came out 2 days ago. Wow. Talk about fight. I'm telling you, dog.
They're going crazy. Well,
Dude,
Daredevil has
but this is-
set the standard.
But this is what I'm saying. If Marvel can hire these people to work on certain
Bro,
projects,
they're only working on that
but
stuff.
dog, you need to hire these people for the big
They're
big
busy
project,
shooting
bro. Like,
shows.
there's no way you making dude. When I see Daredevil fight, I'm like, this nigga can't be touched in a fight, bro. And it's like in the comics,
And he's blind.
And that's what I'm saying. No, but in the comics, he is one of the best hand-to-hand combatants. But like,
But that's all he got, his hands.
true.
That's all he has.
But still, bro, like if oh my God, Cap should not be getting his fucking. He wasn't even getting his ass handed to him. He was winning most fights.
Yeah.
But it looked like age was beating on his ass, bro.
Yeah.
He looked like an old
No,
man.
he looked like he didn't have a super soldier serum. In
True.
the context of the
But
movie.
neither does Daredevil, and Daredevil be moving and zooming.
Nah, he got the Eye of Agamotto in there somewhere.
Daredevil be moving like he has
The
the super
soldier.
suit. Yeah,
That's true. Because all he does is beat on regular people.
yeah.
He wasn't fighting no fucking
The Hulk.
super- Yeah.
Imagine Daredevil trying to fight the Hulk. Oh, that would be
That's
bad.
fucked up. The Hulk would fuck him up.
Yeah,
Any Hulk. Any day. Baby
yeah.
Hulk.
She-Hulk.
They Hulk.
I mean, he did bang She-Hulk.
He did. He did put it down.
He did put it down on
Put
She-Hulk.
it down on She-Hulk.
He did. He did
could
take
beat. He
it.
could beat a Hulk. If you
He could be.
Oh man. Final thoughts on this movie.
Final thoughts.
Where do you think it's going?
I love where we're headed.
Yeah,
I
where do you
love
think?
where we're headed. I want to see what we're gonna do with adamantium.
How do you feel about the post-credit scene? No mid-credit scene.
Post credit, boring.
Just post-credit.
Boring. What was it? It was just him talking to him in the cell,
Yeah,
right?
Talking to the guy in the cell, big brain guy.
Yeah, boring. Shit. I mean, it just confirms what we've already known for years, that there's gonna be a big multiverse cataclysmic event, but we've known for years because they keep fucking talking about it.
Yeah, they keep bringing it up.
Yeah. If it was like, they're doing Secret Wars, bro, I would have been hyped, right?
Yeah.
I've known they've been doing Secret Wars for like 6 years now. And that fucking
Everybody
RDJ,
tells it.
That's what I'm saying. And RDJ is going to be in it, and he's going to be the fucking... I know. So the leader telling me, the worlds are coming, and there's going to be heroes and villains of people you don't know, and what are you going to do then? Like, bitch, yeah, I know. If I didn't know, maybe I would be hyped, but otherwise, no, it's not that hype.
But
And it sucks that they used the leader just for that.
is that
And
his
the
actual
dude,
name? The leader?
I mean, the comic books, yeah. And the fact that, they could have dropped it. And that perfect, when he said, I'm the hero, he could have been like, I'm the leader.
Oh.
And it would have been beautiful.
You were
That name drop would have fucking set my dick up to the room.
Rune?
To the moon.
To the moon, to the room.
'Cause, like, dude,
the ceiling of the room.
It's like, how do they fumble all the time? Like, as a comic book company, use your source material.
Bro,
like, why
they
are you
don't
so
got-
embarrassed about using the names of the characters that you're using?
They don't got real comic lovers making these movies.
They
bro.
need to bring them back in. Then,
They got
'cause I don't
consultants.
understand, bro.
Right? They're like, they probably sat in a room like, I think he should say I'm the leader, and then they're like, nah,
That's too on the nose.
No, we're gonna say he's a hero. Nobody
Dumb
believed
shit,
he was
bro.
a hero. Nobody,
No, I know.
Nobody in that theater was
that's
like,
what I'm saying. That line went nowhere. Because not only did he say it to someone who would have who's he gonna tell? He dead.
Is he dead? No,
The
he's
guy he exploded the heart to that he told the line
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
dead.
Yeah. No, he said it to. Yeah, he did say that.
So no one else would have heard it.
He just said it to be cool.
Yeah.
And then killed
And
him
if the line was, he's gonna say something unironic to be cool, that's the time you make him drop his name. Because it would be weird and fucking annoying if he was out here monologuing to everybody about, I'm the leader.
Yeah.
But if he hit it with one person and killed him, whatever, let him be egotistical because he's a villain.
He's a villain.
But now they dropped it. They didn't do it. And the leader is such a good villain in the comic books to just drop him to be like, he was upset that someone just left him.
Just left him in jail.
For a really long time when he was supposed to be freed.
Well, he said that
yes, that's good motive, but dude, the leader is so much more than that, and he's so
the
involved.
motive was that he kept pumping him with gamma to use him for stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, trust me, when I'm the president, I got you.
But he didn't get
And
him.
then he became the president. He was like, bro, it was going to voicemail immediately. Do not disturb. He was like, bro, pick up. That's why he had to call with other people's cell phones.
You know, he could have just been like, dude, I'm not making pills anymore.
He could have. But
Who else knows how to make those pills but him? I would have been like, I'm not making your
I would
pills
have been
anymore.
like,
if
raid
you-
the lab,
and if-
kill him, copy his data.
But even then, it's not guaranteed that whatever you make is going to be the pill. It's if Ross truly thought that
That's
these
true.
pills were saving his life, use that leverage that
Maybe
you have.
it was a placebo effect. Maybe nothing was really...
I mean, obviously, there was because he wouldn't have gone and gotten all that bullshit tested on him if he
but
wasn't
like,
dying.
he was like, dude, just stop smoking. Take these pills. What if it was just stop smoking?
for the smartest villain, right? That's what I'm saying.
What if he was just like, he's like, don't worry,
All that,
don't worry, just
that
stop smoking,
giant ass,
and then just eat this gamma.
elaborate
Just
ass
eat this
fucking
gamma.
plan. He could have just been like, yo, listen, you're president now. If you don't get me out like you said you would, I'm going to stop making pills. And if you die, my research dies with me, and you will die.
I just don't see in that big master plan if he did all those things and succeeded with the war
What would
Japan. No, like what would happen to him? Where would he
That's
be?
what nothing. He would just be a free man, and the world would be at war. That's it. That's all he wanted. That's what I'm saying. He had zero, and the only reason he wanted to do that because he was upset with Ross. You know, bitch made you have to be a villain to be like, I held a grudge because I was a villain. I was in prison all day. No.
Why was he in prison in the first place?
Because in the first movie, he makes the abomination.
Oh, okay. So
Like-
he's the guy.
Like
Okay,
Ross
okay. So
hires
he
him.
deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, not
okay.
deserves because
No, wait. Ross hired him to do
Ross
that.
hires
Yeah.
him in the first movie to make him
The abomination?
another super soldier serum, right? And he's like, you need to use Bruce Banner's blood because he's the only person that like it works with. So he does, and then it works for a little bit. Like Emil, whoever's like he has super soldier serum powers, and he
yeah.
fights the Hulk for the first time. It works. He gets his ass beat. And he's like, pump me more with the serum. And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if I do,
You're gonna go
it,
crazy.
it might not
You're
work.
just gonna go crazy.
And he's like, do it. And then he turns into the Abomination.
And then he
And
didn't have
then-
control of it, and then
he
fucked up Harlem, and they killed those people.
And then he busted up the lab, and he was there like dying, like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
And then the droop fell in his head, and then he became that big weird brain thing.
Then he's the Abomination.
And then he picked him up and was like, "Yo,
get up.
you want to make more of that shit for me?
He's like, I want to die. Look at me.
I'm a hideous, please."
I'm disgusting. Please kill me.
And he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna keep you around.
Nah,
I want more
God.
Hulks around. Come on,
Get
bro."
up. Come on.
Oh my god! And then his giant plan was, I'll make him a Hulk, and then make the world see him for the monster he truly is. Instead of I'll make myself a Hulk and break the fuck out of this prison.
Not even that. The people like the Hulk now.
Well, yeah, the Hulk is very
They're
popular.
like, whoa, it's the Hulk.
Because he's like smart Hulk now.
Oh man. Okay. The camera's about to
I
die.
do. Someone needs to hire me in Marvel because they
Bro,
don't know what the fuck they're
I'm
doing over
telling
there,
you,
bro.
you work at Marvel, I'll work at Star Wars, and watch us cook up.
Cook.
I got a vision.
It's like, dude, I want to see Captain America, like literally Sam Wilson, the guy who Anthony Mackie. I want to see him succeed as that character, but I already know where this is going. This film didn't do that well. They didn't promote it as well as it did. Thunderbolts is gonna do better.
It should.
I know it will.
looks fun.
And then when Endgame, what is it? Doomsday comes out, and they bring back the other Captain America, who was originally Captain America, and then the other bitch who plays Captain Carter, and then there's like 6 Captain Americas on screen at once.
Yeah.
When they go back to resetting everything, I promise you, he will not be our Cap, and that's gonna piss me off because
Who's it gonna be Bucky?
I don't know.
Would you be happy if it was Bucky?
Yes and no. Like, I do want to see Bucky as Cap at one point, but because because in the comic books, it was Sam who got it last.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right, until he eventually gave it back to
Bucky,
to Steve when he got back. But
do you think?
I think they're just gonna give it to
He
another
goes back to
reincarnation of
Falcon?
Steve.
I think he goes back to
Yeah, I
Falcon?
mean, he did in comic books. He is Falcon again.
Oh, okay.
But
then what happens to
he
Baby
was a
Falcon?
good Captain America. He's
To
still
Latino
Falcon, but
Falcon.
he's
There's two
still,
Falcons
yeah.
now?
There's 2 Falcons.
There's Falcons and the Winter Soldier.
But it's different because one is like a bird and the other one's a mechanical Falcon.
okay.
Like in the comic books,
Oh wait,
he is a mechanical Falcon, but
I thought he was like Hawkeye. No, like the Hawkmen, the Hawk people in Justice League.
The Javier is in the comic books. He is like a hawk. He is like a bird person.
That's crazy.
Like he has a bird beak, bird hand.
Shut
bird
the
feet.
fuck up.
Yeah, because he almost like so the
He
same
got mutated.
Yeah, so the same thing that happens in this movie happens to him in a comic book run where he gets shot down out of the sky using the mechanical wings.
Oh, and then they
And then
gotta
they-
rebuild him.
yeah,
and they
and so
make
they-
him some fucking
genetically.
hybrid.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they make him like a big bird person.
Thank
basically.
God they didn't do that. To
I
this
thought
movie.
that's what I thought they were gonna do, and then he woke up and they were like, "We'll get you a new suit." I was like, "Okay, they're not making him a big bird
Thank
person."
God. Not this time. He
Yeah,
got shot
they
down.
might. They
because
still
he
can.
did insinuate that like, hey, you're gonna get shot down later
Yeah,
too.
they could still go back to that storyline. I don't like it. I don't like his design. He looks gross.
You know, my only critique is because you're talking about you wish we could get another Anthony Mackie Captain America movie, right?
And give him better stuff.
I just think
bro.
we're
Shit.
not in the point of this timeline to where it's feasible.
Yeah,
Like
and that's what sucks.
He needed like a Captain America movie, like the first ever one
Yeah.
we got. And then
Like,
but,
right
but he
after-
has to he just has to start in the middle towards the end. Like he can't get that first one because it
'Cause
just
that-
doesn't make sense.
What type of Avengers team could he possibly build?
Ant-Man,
Okay,
if Hawkeye's available.
he's
him
not.
back.
He retired. It's the girl now, the little
Okay,
girl.
if the girl Hawkeye.
But she's gonna be in the
Hawkeye is
Young
here.
Avengers, so she can't count.
Um.
She's part of Miss Marvel's team that she's
Oh
building.
shit!
which
Yeah, I
is
forgot
the
Miss
Young
Marvel
Avengers.
was doing. Yeah,
The Young
fuck.
Avengers.
Um.
So what type
So
of team would he build?
Ant-Man.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
No, that's Young Avengers.
He's gonna be. He's like in college now. He's
Yeah.
not young no more. He's an adult. He can pay taxes.
I mean,
Spider-Man's
okay, I'll-
always been
okay.
recruited to the
Yeah,
Avengers,
you're right, you're
you know,
right.
to
I'll
the
give you
main
that.
team.
I'll give you that.
Even
I'll give you that.
in his own show that he had on like the animated show.
I'll give you that.
You know, so
I'll give you that.
so-
I'll give you that. So
he-
they could.
They could bring him on. Spider-Man, Ant-Man, boom, dynamic duo. Then you got Cap.
Okay, yeah, that's the leader.
Okay, 3. That's the big 3.
Okay, that's the big 3.
And who else? I don't know anyone else. I'm trying to think of like people like currently casted right now, like who would be
That's what I'm saying. Like, who would be the next Avengers? Like, if
Thor.
this,
Bring Thor back.
you could, because he's immortal.
He's immortal.
technically.
He could just be the.
But
cool,
the real
he
guy
could
who
be the
plays Thor is not really immortal. He's eventually gonna age. So you have
He
to
could
get
be the
someone else.
Unk. He could be the Unk of the group. Well, he's got a
He has
kid
a
now.
kid now. Right,
He's being a
right,
dad in space.
right.
Let's bring Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket has his own team to
Fucking
run.
God,
You got the Guardians.
Oh my! But he could be on the event. Just bring him.
Captain Marvel could. You could
She
bring
was
more.
on the. She was on.
They do her
when they
so
blimped her.
dirty, bro. Every film
What if we
is
recast her?
so bad. No, it's not the actress, bro. She's a good actress. Everything else I see her in, she's good.
That's true.
It's just I don't know what it. Marvel cannot write for that lady,
Okay,
bro.
but we're bringing the Fantastic Four in. So
Oh,
they'll be
yeah.
part of like the Spidey Avenger
True,
group.
true.
So we
But
got
usually,
at least four. Of them.
usually they're not part of the Avengers. They're their own team.
Yeah,
they don't
but
like
you know,
fucking
we
with the
could
Avengers.
adjacent.
They're adjacent.
Avenger adjacent.
They are in New York.
Yeah, exactly. They're
They
there.
will help,
Oh,
yes.
Doctor Strange, man.
Yeah,
Doctor
Doctor
Strange,
Strange is in it. Yeah,
He could be there. He could be there chilling.
true. Okay,
But because he's not the Grand Inquisitor anymore.
the Supreme.
The Supreme Chancellor. Both Star Wars references.
Supreme Sorcerer, bro.
Oh yeah, he's not that guy.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, there we go. He's not him no more.
Yeah, it's Wong.
It's Wong Fu. Oh, Shang-Chi. What about him?
Shang-Chi, yeah,
Yeah,
he is technically an Avenger right now.
And then-
he
and
got
then-
recruited to a team that immediately disbanded.
And then the Hulk. Bring the Hulk back.
No, he's a dad now. His son could be.
He's a deadbeat though, because he left his son somewhere.
Well, he didn't know he was a dad. He had to go back, and She-Hulk. He was like, I found out I was a
he
dad.
could be like Batman. He here's the Titans. Go
yeah,
there,
he could go. Yeah.
And then
well, usually in the comics, Sakaar is part of the Young Avengers.
So boom, we got the solutions right there. That's our top 6, plus 4 with the Fantastic Four sometimes.
Oh, Yelena, Black Widow.
But she's in the Thunderbolts. That's her own team.
No, that's Bucky's team.
Yeah, no, but she's there though. She's part of it.
True, if she stays in it.
Like she's like the Wonder Woman of that.
No.
Of that there's just that mini
she's,
Justice
she's
League.
yeah, she's their widow. Because usually there's always a widow on an Avenger team.
Exactly, but like,
Okay.
well, you don't think they're gonna bring back Scarlett Johansson?
No, and maybe for what is it? Doomsday.
Dr. Doomsday.
For sure. Yeah, because they're gonna bring everybody for that bullshit. So yes, but for like when they reset the timeline, no. I think when they reset the timeline, they're gonna get rid of a lot of actors.
They are because they're old.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
saying. I think when they
say
reset the
goodbye
timeline,
to
they're gonna
Chris
get rid of,
Evans.
Yeah,
Say goodbye.
I think they're gonna
to
recast
RDJ.
another. Yeah, I
Say
think they're
goodbye
gonna. Yeah.
to Chris Hemsworth because he's
Yeah,
not that
so-
old yet, but like in 10 years,
He's
it's
like
not
getting
now.
up there. Yeah,
Tom Holland's probably gonna age gracefully.
I think they're gonna
into
leave
the-
him in it, but just because they're gonna introduce Miles, and then that's gonna be
Yeah.
their new Spider-Man.
I hope we get Venom.
Yeah,
I hope we get Venom somewhere. Age of Venom.
I do too.
I'm gonna get Age of
But
Venom specifically.
they don't know what they're doing with that character, bro.
Okay,
Because even in the freshman TV show, I liked him in that.
freshman TV show.
Yeah, the Spider-Man freshman year.
Oh, that new animated
It's
show
good. I like it.
where Harry Osborn is black. Is that true?
Yeah,
In the
Harry
works?
and
Is it-
Norman. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, cool. They got like
We got waves. Yeah.
You know how,
I mean, in the comic books he always has.
you know
waves,
how
but he's
the
a white
meme
man.
is like I'm some kind of scientist myself. Have you seen the version of William Dafoe with like
Waves.
cornrows?
I haven't.
There's a meme of him with cornrows.
That's funny because yeah, in the comic books they always give him waves, but he's just a white man. I don't know why they ever did it. It's so weird.
I those are my favorite comics. though. I like seeing like TikTok recaps of comics, and then it's like I'm like, why he got waves?
don't know. I don't
And
know.
then the
bro.
top comment is like Norman Osborn, wave
check.
wave
Yeah.
check, yeah.
He always got that do rag on him, bro. And that man will you never catch him dead without them
Yeah,
waves.
facts. But
He
we
was-
gotta end this. Camera's about to die. 3% or 2%. One of
So
those
yeah,
percents.
8 or 7.5. Go watch it, please.
Please support it while you can.
give this like he said in that one speech. The reason he tries his best not to fuck up is because it's scrutinized. It's so hard being the Black Captain America
Black
because
Cap.
everything you do will be scrutinized compared to the white one. You know.
No speech writers, all off Fabrian's dome right now.
And Bucky shout out.
Shout out to
I
Bucky.
loved his cameo. He did so good.
It was short and sweet.
I'm being so
Boom.
real with you. He's
Boom.
probably one of the best actors in the MCU right now. He's good.
He's pretty young too.
Yeah.
Who do you think they recast before we end as Black Panther? Do we get a lady Black Panther? Do we
No,
get
I think
a
they're gonna
baby
they're,
Black
they're
Panther?
gonna make his son the Black Panther.
And it's already established that he got one of those.
Yeah. Like
Or-
Wakanda Forever 2?
What if they cast
Did you not watch that film?
Killmonger? Like
That
when
man's
they
dead.
no when they reset the timeline.
Oh, yeah,
his
maybe.
Actor, you think? I think.
Maybe. Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, he could be Cap.
But
He
they're
has
just, they're just gonna recast it to be some random
he has a weird zombie
I'm gonna watch that.
movie coming out or vampire movie.
Mhm.
I
Because
wanna
you
watch
wanna know why?
that. Why?
The guy who directed Wakanda and Wakanda Forever, Ryan
Did that movie.
Coogler,
Uh-huh.
originally he was supposed to direct the Blade film for the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
and so he was writing it, and he's
They're like, you're fired, kid.
not you're
You're
fired, but
get
they were
out.
like, we're gonna look
Get
somewhere
out.
else, and then they hired somebody else, and that film went nowhere. And then they hired
And then they
Mahershala Ali. But his script that he wrote for that film,
Mhm.
he always had.
Mhm.
So then he just turned it around, changed names,
changed
like plot lines and stuff, but still wanted to use his script. So that is his Blade, basically his Blade script that was supposed to be for the MCU, and then he called in,
Michael
one of
B.
his
Jordan.
favorite
One of
people
the
to work
greatest,
with.
one of our greatest Jordans of all time.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, Michael B.
B.
Jordan. Then you got Michael Myers. Then you got Michael Jackson.
Mm.
Four greatest
Okay.
Michaels of all time. That's where we'll end it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Peace, love,
For
joy.
IdleTalk on the go.
Bow.